I'm a senior software engineer at HabileLabs, and I'll be walking through this whole workshop. So let me know if my screen is visible, guys. So is it visible? Okay. So first of all, we're going to do, and we are going to see all the features and what we can do or we can achieve with Microsoft 365 Copilot, right? And this tool is provided by, of course, Microsoft, right? And we'll understand like how it can improve or how it can automate lots of our daily tasks and how we can save a lot of time by using this tool. So, first of all, what is Microsoft Copilot and how it is different from other AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, or there are many, right? Or Google Gemini, right? So, the Microsoft 365 Copilot is like your AI assistant, like your regular AI assistant, with work integrated, like you have Microsoft Work Suite or Microsoft 365 tool accesses. So it is integrated in your working environment, and it can basically interact with your mails, interact with your files, interact with your sharings, interact with your teams, and it can interact with all other Copilot 365 tools, whichever you have in your suite. So for the basic things like we can ask questions, we can do a research, like we can do it any tools, but here there are some things which are interesting. Like as it is integrated in your work environment, you don't have to jump between the tabs, jump between the different windows to do something. You have to create an Excel sheet out of the mails or the requests you are getting, right? So you can do it on a single platform without jumping into other tabs. Okay. So these are some basic functionalities, like we can ask, we can research, we can create draft document like Word document, we can analyze and summarize Excel data, we can create charts out of it, and we can automate a lot of things. For example, if you have a if you have a routine of checking your emails and fetching all the action items from them, right, on a daily basis, so you can automate this thing, which it will automatically share a consolidated emails. We will see and we will do everything in practical. So you guys understand, like, any questions there? You can ask all the questions in the chats, by the way. Okay, so first understand, like what subscription or what type of tier you have in your Microsoft Copilot license, right? So there is one baseline which is basically available for all the person who are in the Soft 365 suite, or you can create one into this website called M365 Cloud Microsoft, right? So if you go to this website, you can, I'm going into incognito mode to show you. Yeah. Okay, so you can basically sign in, or you can buy your subscriptions from here, or HabileLabs will help you out in buying the subscriptions. And you can simply, get this baseline Copilot chat, which have all the feature, like you can chat, you can research on a document, you can upload a document, you can upload a document, and you can create Excels, Words, and other stuff. Then we have Microsoft M365 Copilot license full. So basically, it can integrate with our web system or our work environment, which is M365. In your organization, you guys are using Teams, you guys are using whole Microsoft suite. So it can have access of all the suites on a single place, right? You can toggle between work web, grounding in work data. You can have app integrations and, Outlooks and team support as well. Now, how to identify our tier, right? So if you go to this M365 and you log in into this screen, this will be the landing page, or this will be the main screen where you will land once you log into Microsoft Copilot 365, right? And you'll see this work IQ icon, right? So this can be toggleable. So if you are seeing this work IQ icon, you will probably, you will 100% having this full access, full M365 Copilot license access, okay? And on your under your name, you will be seeing this premium badge, right? So this will basically tells us about our licenses, or you can check by going on this website called M365 Cloud Microsoft, and you can also contact to your IT team can help you out to figuring out your license or tier. Okay. So now let's go again here. So now you have understanding of how to check your subscriptions or how to verify what subscription you have and what is not, right? So let's start with the practical now. So first of all, we'll start with fundamentals, which is available in both of our subscription tiers, baseline as well as full M365 Copilot license. Okay. So yeah. So let's start by having a look around of this whole application, how it looks like, what are the features, what we have in the application, and how to use it and how to navigate through it. Okay. See, so once you open Microsoft Copilot Chat, it will be available in your web as well as you can have you can install your app. So the same thing will be there. There is no difference between app and the web version, but the app version is basically it's more fast and it can integrate with your local tools as well, right? So we are going to walk through to the web tool today. Our focus will be on the web tool. Okay. So let's start by having a look at what this work IQ is. So work IQ basically means we are allowing our Copilot to integrate with our emails, to communicate with our teams and the files on the SharePoints or all our Microsoft 365 apps which are present in your suite. Okay. So if you can enable this and you can disable this. So if I disable this, now I can use it like a normal AI assistant like a ChatGPT or Claude, right? And then there are some auto mode. So auto mode is basically, because this Microsoft Copilot doesn't have a chat or any chat related or any token count or token based pricing system. So you have this whole application. Like all the features are almost free, and I'll let you know what is what have a limit or what have been used as a pay as you go system. Okay. Then there are we don't get a directly option to select a model here, but we have some models which are provided by GPT and Claude. And there are other things like quick response, think deeper, which is basically, if you want to do some research, you will ask to think deeper, and it will also fact check the information it is generating or bringing for you. And the quick response is when the query is very small and there is no much reasoning or much, logical things needs to be done there. Okay. So next, we have this new design. We can toggle between the new and old design. So this is not any use for now. Then again, this is this batch basically says that whatever data and whatever communication we are doing with this Copilot will not be used for further training and will be in an isolated environment. So for example, if you have enabled this work IQ and you want to interact with your Outlook and interact with your SharePoints, your information will be secured and your information will be not shared with anyone or any model provider or any model for the training things. Okay. Then there is something called temporary chat, which is basically, it's like incognito mode of, this tool. But again, there you can check with your IT team about the retention policies because probably this temporary chat retention will be uh, policies can be set it by your IT team. But whatever you will chat here will not be stored as a memory in your Copilot. Then we have this three dot, which have we can schedule our prompts. We can see the recent pages. We will understand what recent pages is. We can download the desktop and mobile app from directly here. And there is help and tips, and we can send the feedback if we don't like anything, right? We'll go deeper into the settings first. Then here we have this co-work and chat. Our main focus for today will be the chat feature. And we will also understand all these tools one by one. Okay. So let's start by doing some basic questions like how it happen in all other platforms. Like so, for example, if I'm asking what is the time difference between India and let's say Australia. Okay, so once I add this, it will search on the internet. It can have the access of web. Right now, see, work IQ is disabled for me, so it is getting all the information from web and the LLM models on which it is be trained on, right? So now I can ask the follow-up question. It will remember the context, whatever I'm saying, and it will in the chat, so I can ask a follow-up questions. What about in, let's say, August? Okay. So it is remembering the context. I haven't mentioned any time thing here, so it take our previous chat as a context of what user is trying to ask, right? And if I ask something like and what is the difference? Sorry. Between, let's say, Australia and Italy. Okay. So if I ask this question, same like it will automatically understand that we are talking about time zone. So it will basically preserve the context of whatever we are saying, we are having the conversation with. Okay. So it's basically like it is preserving the context. You can ask follow-up question and you can do more research by asking multiple follow-up questions and improve your response over the time, right? Whatever you are trying to achieve. So this is very basic thing, right? So also next we have these tools which we are going to add one by which learn one by one, like capabilities. We can add work content, we can upload images, files, attach cloud files, etc., etc., right? So with, due to my internet is a bit slow, so it's taking much more time. Okay, so let the response come. Until now, we can see more things. So we have covered like how to ask and converse and what are the response modes, which are in the auto mode, quick response, and think deeper. Okay, so next we have personalization, memory, and settings. So let's see what these things are and how we can access what is memory, what is settings, and what is all these terms. So if I go to this three dot icon and click on settings, there will be a setting page. Like there are general settings, like which we can see about if you want to know more about what is Microsoft 365 Copilot and what are the things. And there are third-party data terms as well, which you can download and see. There is a theme things. Then there is a data control, which you can, for example, if you are sharing or if you two or three guys are working together on the same thing, so you can do that from here. And then there is personalization, right? Where you can provide LLM more context about, for example, this LLM is a very generalized large language model, right? And you are probably an HR department or probably a software engineer, probably a CXO. So you want your LLM to be personalized in that way, so it understands you, and because you are using LLM to do your own tasks. So LLM should know from whom these tasks are coming from, and based on what or based on what role I have to perform that task, right? So, for example, if a student is asking something and if a professional is asking something, there should be a difference in the response, right? So, in order to do that, you can provide the custom instructions. Like you can provide any instructions. You can tell about yourself, like you are a software engineer or you are a CXO, so you have to respond like that, and you can provide your own persona, and it will provide all your responses and everything in that direction only. Okay. Then we have this work profile. So Copilot will use your work profile for more relevant answer. Basically, it says like it will fetch information from my shared drive or my OneDrive, in which which is included in my 360 Microsoft 365 suite, right? And we can view this work data. Okay, so it basically you probably basically see like whatever your job title is, whatever your work profile data is, which is set by your IT team or your organization. You cannot edit it directly. You have to reach out to your IT team in order to do that. Then the saved memories, like Copilot keeps on learning about you so that it can provide you more personalized response and more personalized task or information about related to your interest and your previous conversation. So you can see the manage saved memories. It is keep on saving the memories. Right now it doesn't have any memories, but you can create or remove the memories, right? So then we have this chat history, like we need all these chat history to be stored, right? And this is being used in a course of time. It will create memories out of those chat histories to know you better. Okay. Then we have this notification, those notifications, and we have these agents, we have these sources, which we are going to learn one by one. Okay. So now we understand like what is present in the settings. So let's move to the next slide. Work data grounding and permissions, right? So I told you that if we have this work mode, right? If we can turn it off and turn it on. If we have turned it on, see, I have turned it off, right? If I ask uh, fetch my last 3 emails, right? It will probably say like, I don't have access of work profile, or see, I can't directly access your Outlook, Gmail, mailbox from here. I'm unable to fetch your last 3 emails. Why? Because we have disabled this work IQ feature. It basically allows this Copilot to work within our M365 license or our organization Microsoft tools, whichever you have been provided, right? So if I enable it and if I ask the same question, last 3 emails, it will probably give me the response. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting the last emails, and there is also a citation. This is called citation. So that LLM, whatever LLM is responding or whatever Copilot is responding to you is, coming from a verified source. So it also gives us citations for everything it has been generated. So if I click on the citation, I can see the actual mail, right? Whatever it is. Okay. And security and permissions, we have already told you about this enterprise data protection, that whatever information or whatever interaction we are having with this Microsoft Copilot will not be used further for training the LLMs and training with your data. So your data will remain in your organization, and you can read more about it on by clicking on this Enterprise Data Protection Act by Microsoft. Okay. So a web search can be on and off in work mode as well. So for example, right now I have enabled this work IQ. That doesn't mean it will not go to the internet for any information, right? You can also toggle this. You can also enable or disable this, web search in work IQ mode as well. Okay. If you don't want any answer from coming from web, you just want it in your work, it to be coming from your work environment. It will, we can do that as well. So next, like, let's do some prompting and see the 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 Copilot in action. Okay. So I'll say something like, like this is a use case for HRs, right? So for example, if you are writing a job description and you don't know what actually prompt or what actually information you should give to the LLM, right? So you can basically ask, like, you can disable this for now because we are not doing anything from work IQ for now, but we will do it in later on in the stage. So let's say I'm asking to create a job description for me. Okay. So I'm asking create a JD for AI engineer role. Now you don't know what type of role you are not providing the whole context to the LLM, or maybe you are lazy enough like I'm lazy, right? So what I'll say, you can ask more questions. Okay. Next. Okay. Sorry. So it will check your prompt, and it will ask the further questions if it is not sure what type of AI engineer you are looking for, right? So since you're hiring for AI engineer role, like I have already asked these questions, AI engineer, I think later on in the code. So it basically knows what I'm trying to look for. So if I can open the previous prompt which I had asked it. Okay. So in that thing, I asked the same question. I'm hiring for AI engineer. Can you create a post for me? Ask questions for more context. So see, it is asking the questions from me, like what will be the job title of it? And is this a full-time role? What is the experience range, company information, location and work model, technical requirements, right? And responsibilities. So what I did is I said like the job title will be the senior AI engineer. It's a full-time role, 4+ years of experience. And for company information, I have provided the URL of my company, right? HabileLabs.io. So it will all, it will go to the web and scrape information about Hable Labs, and rest it can only decide by itself, right? So based on the same thing, like it have created a JD for me, right? And I can edit this JD, or I can edit it from directly from here. For example, edit in pages. So I can edit this JD, and once I can iterate over and over it. So once this JD will become like ready to post on LinkedIn and all, it we can basically post it on LinkedIn. That's all. My internet is a bit slow today, so are you guys like you guys can hear me, right? I've refreshed the page. Okay, because I'm having a very slow internet right now. Hmm. So basically, I can click on here and edit in pages. Just a second, guys. Let me reconnect my internet to another provider. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Guys, can you hear me? Can you thumbs up or react anything? Okay.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Neil. Okay. Now it's visible. Yeah. So I can basically edit. I told you I can edit this in pages, right? So I can edit it from here. I can, basically cut it, or I can also ask LLM to suggest something here. For example, if I click on this dots, right, I can ask Copilot here to edit something on this line, right? And same, I asked this LLM to, create a banner for me for this image, right? So it automatically put whatever we are looking for, and it has created an image for me. We can download it, and this is 100% copyright free. Okay. So, and if you have created this image previously and, you lost it in chat, you can also find it in the library here. Okay. And we have added a page here, so I can see the page as well. So I recently, asked it to create a banner for me here. So I can download it, or I can, see that in here as well. Okay. So let's move to the next thing. We have understand the document analysis, image analysis, and created from sources, right? Also, let's do a document analysis as well. So we can upload any type of we can upload any type of file, like it could be a Word file, PDF, images, or anything like that. So for example, I'm uploading this HR policies handbook right now, right? And I can ask any questions from them, like what are the okay. Right now, I know it's boring part. It can be done in any. You guys are thinking it can be done in ChatGPT, or it can be done in Claude as well. But now we will move to like this work IQ thing. Then it will make more sense to you guys. Okay. So see, I can ask any questions from these documents and everything. Right? This is the basic stuff, right? So now, so now you guys can, try to, do this, generate a text document, design an image or any video and media you can design. This is for you guys, right? Then, like, what are these pages? What are these notebooks? And what are these schedule prompts, right? So, for example, I'm opening a new chat and I'm enabling this work IQ feature, right? So, you guys all are using any sort of mail in your internal organization, right? Which is being used to communicate, and which is being used to communicate with clients, vendors, and your internal teams as well, right? So I have enabled this work IQ. I'm saying bring all the open action items from my last 3 month emails. Okay. uh Emails by my HR name is Aditi, so I'm tagging Aditi here, right? So I'll say this slash icon. If I press slash on this chat, it will link it to my SharePoint and my teams, my meetings, right? My chat and my teams channel as well. If you have Power BI tools and other if you click on other, there will be like other documents which are not the part of all these ones, right? So I'm tagging people. I'm saying Aditi. Okay. So, it will bring all the open action items from last 3 months from the emails of Aditi Agarwal. Okay. So I'm sending, and it is, I don't have to go to Outlook and find the Aditi name, Aditi emails, and see all the email one by one. But what it will do is it will automatically go fetch all the emails of Aditi from last 3 months and create an action items, open action items for me. See. So on the 4th August, Aditi said like we have to complete registration for facial attendance system. On 22nd July, Aditi sent this information. 29, Aditi sent this. So these are the open action items which Aditi has assigned to me, and I haven't completed or I haven't replied to that email. So it is saying that unknown. But if I have replied to Aditi, okay, this has been done, so it will automatically see that this action item is completed and it will mark it as completed, right? And if it is very confident enough that this action item is probably open right now, so it will say the potentially open, or it will also tell me like which is optional and which is ongoing. I can ask the same follow-up questions, bring from my manager, which is manager, and I'm tagging my manager like his name is Surendra. Oh, sorry, I have pressed the enter. Surendra Kumar. Okay. This all is being possible because we are using this enabled work IQ icon so that it can interact with my emails, my files, my shared items, right? If I disable this, it will probably not be able to access these emails and my company data. Okay. So these are the open action items from Surendra, right? This is the finalized business logic for MedPay, and this is of last 3 months only. Okay. Now I'll say create an Excel sheet, Excel sheet, create an detailed Excel sheet. Okay. Excel sheet of what tasks and by whom. Okay. So what it will do is it will fetch the information from my, it has already fetched the information from my emails. Now it can, create a email for me. So this use case can be applied on many places, right? For example, if you have sent multiple mails to your vendors to get the pricing of a certain item, suppose you are, you are looking for a pricing of something, right? And you have sent a lot of emails to the vendors asking about the pricing, and you want to have a technical, uh, comparison or technical comparison, or you want to store it into the Excel sheet. So you don't have to go to one by one. You can directly ask it to do it directly from here, right? And if you click on here, like if you click on the, the action it is performing, you can see the every step it is doing. So it is coding an agent for us and, on go, and it is creating an Excel for us, right? So if I see like there is a action item file Excel sheet I already got. So if I click on here, it can enable in my SharePoint account, and I can see all this action items from Aditi and other ones, right? You can see it here, right? These are source references. Basically, it's internal. It provides citations to everything. For example, this and this. So in order to create citations, this source reference is basically an internal Copilot thing. We can remove it as well from here. Okay. We'll see more how to use Copilot in this Excel sheet as well, but I can show you a quick one. Like I'll say uh, improve I the table time, right? So if you are not even if you're not even an Excel expert, or you don't know even how to change the color of tables and all, you can directly add a prompt. And believe me, it can handle thousands of Excel formulas, some complex formulas like VLOOKUP and other ones, right? So it has enough potential to done all these to apply all these complex formulas, to do a detailed comparison or detailed visualization. It can create graphs on you for you in the Excels as well, right? It can do a 10 years experience work in Excel by only providing the prompt to it. Okay, so let's see what it do for us. Okay, so see, it has improved my design. If I can say color and all, if I can provide the more context to it, it will probably able to do it. Not probably, but it will. I'm confident it will be able to do it, right? So I can undo these changes and done if I like, and if I not. So for now, I'm doing it done. Okay. Then this is one of the use cases, right? And also I can draft emails from here. I can send emails from here. For example, if I want to know, if I want to have scheduled meeting with a lot of people, for example, I'm having a meeting with 20 people, let's say. So if I have to schedule a meeting, I have to check each of them calendar. I have to go to their calendars, check for the time slot, check for their availability, or I have to ask them, right? But what if I can write directly from here that I want to schedule a meeting for with this person, and bring his availability and schedule his meeting, right? So you don't have to go to even Teams, right? You can directly ask from here. For example, I'll say, um, let's say I'm taking an example of my colleague Vansh. uh, is Vansh available for a meet on 8 p.m. today? So it can check his calendar based on the time zone and all, right? And if he's available, it is after his working hours, so probably it could be, it will be saying the working hour extended. But if he's available, or if he'll do, it will let me know. Okay. So the working hours of Vanch is different. So it is saying Vanch availability is scheduled today, for today. It's presented in our local time zone, and because his working hours is different, then it is. So I'll say you meeting at 8 p.m. today with him for half an hour, and the title of meeting is, and I can say AI. Okay. So I don't have to go to the Teams and all. It will automatically do it for me. Okay. So it showed me it can't automatically book for me, but because it is showing red, it is not available. But I can do it manually by clicking send invite for option 1. So it will be done directly from here. Okay, so if this is for just for a single person, but if I had to do it for like many person, then it will be a tedious task for me for going into Teams, checking for each availability. But rather, I will go to here and paste the names of the person, and ask him directly to do it for me. Okay, so this is another use case because it is work IQ is enabled, so it can access our emails, our calendars, our Teams, our SharePoint, and all other Microsoft 365 tools which are enabled, like Teams and all that. So the meeting has been scheduled successfully. Let's see. I'll go to my chat and I'll see that there is an AI enablement meeting, and Vansh will be the participant. Vansh didn't respond right now, but he's the participant, right? So that's how you can, automate all these tasks by not jumping into one and another window, but doing it directly from here. Okay. So next thing, like suppose the way I'm having this open action items, right? And I'm maybe monthly or weekly, I have to complete all the action items from the HR. So I can schedule this prompt, right? So I can schedule this prompt, and this prompt will automatically work on which which day of the week I want to run it, and it will automatically run by itself. And you can see that prompt response in the chats here. Okay, so you can schedule a prompt. You can basically use that. So now we have understand about scheduling prompt. Let's understand what is notebook and what is Copilot pages, right? So suppose like if you have to organize all your research, if you guys are creating a suppose a SaaS application, or HR is working on the policy documents for our organization, right? And because there are a lot of prompts that they are doing, they're uploading documents, they are again asking some questions, they are improving them, right? And there are multiple, or there are a team of HRs who wants to work together on it, right? So there is something called notebook where we can basically create a notebook, upload our documents, and that will be a closed loop for them to work, right? For example, if I'm creating a new notebook, I'm naming is as company policies. Okay. I click on next. And there is a Copilot chat. I can select the existing chats here as the context, or I can add the references here, right? So this references, it will bring all the files from, my OneDrive. But yes, this feature, this notebook feature will only available in the full plan, full Microsoft Copilot plan, right? So I'm adding these HR policies handbook and other code of conduct policies, right? Code of conduct policies, right? And I can add any documents, like I can add as much as documents I want, and I can create a notebook, right? And now whatever I will ask from this, and whatever research I will do it here, it will be taking the references as these documents, because HR will be needing, probably they're doing this policy thing here, so they will be requiring a lot of policy document. And they can also share these chat with their peers on their teammates, so that all of them can together work on the same thing, right? So if I ask what if I reach office late? Okay, so it will give me the response from those files only which I have uploaded in the notebooks or in the references. Okay, so see, this is the citations it is coming from, like, according to HR policy handbook, which we have provided. Late arrival addressed under the time and attendance policy. The policy state punctuality is crucial, because this is being written in my, the policy documents. So all the information is being coming from here. I can update those documents. I can create new documents out of it. I can change those document, I can fine tune those documents. So, and I can share this, right? I can share it with all, like, my teammates, my colleagues, so that they can work together on it, right? Even like, you can create these, you can create this whole notebook for them and connect this notebook to your team's channel, so that whenever a new joinee will came, like, he can directly ask questions instead of pinging HRs and disturbing HRs again and again, right? So this is one of the use cases as well of the notebook. Okay. So we have understood Copilot pages, notebooks, and scheduled prompts. Now move next, like how to write a better prompt. Right? So LLM will mimic what you are trying. Like LLM will perform whatever you are asking it to do, right? If you're saying it to do, if you're saying it to bring information about a shore, so you have to tell it if you are talking about a seashore or anything else, right? So basically, like, you have to first provide the role of to the LLM, which we can provide from here, which we have discussed. We can provide a persona to the LLM, right? And in the persona, we can provide the role of the LLM, right? And next, whenever we are trying to prompt, we have to tell LLM what we are trying to achieve from you, right? For example, if we are trying to have a LinkedIn post, or if we are trying to have HR policies document creation, if we want to have schedule a meeting with my colleague or my co-workers, right? Then we have to provide the context that you can use my Outlook, or you can use this time. Context is basically the information for the LLM in order to generate better responses. Now, what you are expecting in order to, if you are asking LLM to schedule a meeting, then probably you are expecting it to do that, right? So you can tell the expectations, but it is again an optional thing if you are not expecting something except then what you have provided the goal to the LLM. Then there are sources. You can provide the sources, but in this case, like, the LLM will have your all the documents, and it has been connected with your work environment already, so you don't have to provide these this sources right now. But if you don't have this information, or if you don't have this work IQ enabled, or you have if you have a lower tier plan, then you have to provide the sources by uploading the files and images directly from your computer, right? Or any other sources, like you can provide the cloud files as well, right? Okay, so this is like, if you write the better prompts, you will get the better results. But what I do generally, I ask LLM to ask questions until you will have complete context, right? So this is better, so that LLM will guide you to give the context to it. So we don't miss anything, and we don't waste much time on spend. We don't spend much time on creating the context. We can give this duty to LLM. It will automatically ask what it needs. Okay. So next is like Copilot apps and access points, right? So I have already told you that we already have this web application which is here, and you can download other applications as well. Like we have these mobile applications, we have desktop app of Copilot, which is right now with me. Like so Microsoft Copilot, I can basically download it. It is available for all the OS, like Mac OS, Windows, and Linux as well. So then let's understand like how Copilot works in Word, Excels, and PowerPoints, right? So I already told you like how it works in Excels, right? But again, let's see it one by one, right? So for example, if I'm doing a research, if I'm doing some research on something called, let's say, the innovation in AI, okay? So I'll have a lot of tools to research as well. So I'll click on here, I'll select capability, and I'll say, you have to research a topic for me, okay? The topic will be the latest trends and KPIs in the industry related to AI. Okay, and I have added this, research as an agent to perform this task, right? And because this is a research task, LLM will it will take time, because LLM will gather information. It will try to make sense out of those information and create these KPIs and graphs for us. So I'm sending this prompt, right? Now this researcher tool gets activated. Okay, so it is saying, I see you want a research on the latest industry trends and the key performance indicators, KPIs, organizations are using. So to make sure I cover what you need, it is asking some follow-up questions for me, right, before to going directly to the research. So it is asking which perspective should I focus on, either enterprise AI adoption like Microsoft Copilot and other ones, or the AI products or the SaaS applications, whatever. So for now, I'm saying go ahead, and it will automatically make decisions on behalf of whatever history of me, or whatever chat history of me, whatever my interests are, right? So I'm telling it to go ahead, and telling it to make this a short. Okay, and I'm sending this information. So it will create a plan, right? It will create the how it is going to do the research, what actions or what actionable items it needs to take care of. For example, this is the plan it has been come for. If you don't like anything from the plan, for example, you don't like this like highlighting emerging benchmark, you don't need these benchmarks, you can update the plan by clicking on update plan and edit all this information. Rest, you can see the step-by-step thing how LLM is approaching in order to research a particular topic. So let's see 1 or 2 minutes how it is approaching. Then we will put it in autopilot and wait for it to complete. So see, it is planning data search, determining relevant sources, and it has also, it is also checking the box which has been completed. So for example, it has been completed the first and second point. So now it is progressing for the third point, and once it completed, it will go to the next point, and that's how it will research for us. Okay, so let it do it research. We will come back again to see what research it is doing. Meanwhile, we can create a new chat and start working on it. Will automatically it will run in the background, right? If you create on a new chat, it that thing is automatically working in background. You don't have to wait on a single string until the task has been completed. Meanwhile, we can explore the Copilot in Word. Okay, so I open a file, a Word file, right? And generally, what I see is like, when we receive a Word file, if we even change the size or orientation of an image, the whole document get messier, right? And it takes a lot of time to uh, like, align those images and make the margins and other things good, right? So there is a Copilot icon. You will see it here, right? And this Copilot icon will basically open the chat, and it is also integrated with your work environment, right? It can also access your SharePoints and other things, right? And it can also do something here. So for in order to access my files of from SharePoint or OneDrive, I have to provide the slash again, right? If I put slash, I will get all the suggestions from this document. So I'm taking the code of conduct policy. Okay, so I'm taking this code of conduct policy, and not this one. Okay, I'm taking this code of conduct policy and asking it make a crisp summary of document. Okay. So it can directly, you don't have to go to their copy paste the content here. It can access, all the files in your SharePoint which you have the access to. Okay. So it has created this crisp information for me. So I'll say update in the document. So see, it has started writing this, right? And you can ask it to add images, you can ask it to adjust the margins, you can ask it to do something bold, something similar. So we can ask anything and it will do it for us. So here we are taking a very small example, but people have very big word documents, right? And they have to for example, if on the page number 5 they are doing some alignment of the image, it's happened a lot of the time with me as well. The another pages are getting messed up, right? So you don't have to do it yourself. You can directly ask that on page number 6 there are some images which needs to be updated, so you can do that as well. Okay, so let it complete, and we'll see. We are running short of time. We'll try to cover all the other tools as well. Meanwhile, we can check if our research has been done or not. Yeah, so the research plan is completed. So what it is doing for, okay, so it has completed the research and it is drafting a document for me, right? So I can see the research here. And how do you check if it is still running? So there is this icon will tell us that okay, this is automatically generating, right? This is a like pause icon, right? Break icon. So let it complete. Meanwhile, we can see what it has done. So yeah, it has completed this whole document for me, right? I can basically add it or do anything. If I want to do anything sort of changes here, I can ask follow-up questions or I can do it here only. And it is asking me that if you like this information or if you want to keep this change, I'll click on done. I'll also ask make heading bold. Okay. So it will do it for me on behalf of me, it will do it automatically for me. It will automatically, it will intelligently see or intelligently knows what is the headings and what is the subheadings. So okay, so heading is already bold, I guess it is saying. Okay. Um, make the field line full of so it automatically added a color for me, right? So you can basically do your simple work in a very creative way by with this Copilot and like, intelligent document. So let it complete. We can see again what it is going to do for us. Okay, so see, it has created this whole document for me, right? And this is the whole research it has been done for me on the behalf of me, right? And because we have already selected the research mode, so it is doing all the, it is bringing all the sources from which this research is coming from. For example, it bring this 1.7 billion in 2003 and 37 billion in 2005 figures, and it it bought this information from McKinsey document. You can see that there is a citation here, right? I can click on the citation and go to the actual web page where it is from where it bring the bought the information from. Like, okay, so I'm clicking on here, is verifying the link, and it will move it to that document of McKinsey, right? So it is not only crawling the internet, but it is also crawling all the documents present on the internet. Okay. And I got this research, right? Now I want a presentation of it, right? So I can basically ask create a talk theme. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'll say go ahead again. Okay. Yeah. So meanwhile, you can see like it has made it more colorful by highlighting this headings with the like red colors and added colors whenever needed. If I provide the prompt more focused on what exactly I need to done, then it can be done. So I have provided this make it more colorful. It is a very vague prompt. So it did whatever it feels right. Okay. So this is how I can use this whole Copilot thing in MS Word. Let's see how we can do it in Excel, and we can see how we can add the sortings and other things in this, right? So I'm opening Excel. So I've opened a, I have created a dummy file for to show you the demonstration. Let me open that. Okay. So this is basically information. This is basically inventory information of a company. Who is providing like all these are all the products. These are all the categories. The name of the suppliers, the unit price, the retail price, and how much unit has been sold. What is the closing? I think it is closing storage or closing stock, the remaining stock, and pre-order point. So similarly, if I need to have an analysis from this data, I can basically ask, give me top five profitable items or top five uh, profitable margin items. Okay. So in order to see the profitable margins, it has to, subtract this unit cost from the retail pricing, right? And whichever the higher is, it will bring the information for me. So it will do this logical thing. It will create these formulas and everything for me by just providing this prompt. And it is finding this top five margin products for me. And it can ask the question if, it doesn't understand what I'm trying to say here. Meanwhile, we can okay, so I got this, right? I got all this, gross margin rate with it have 54%. Let's see the numbers. So the unit cost is $4 and we can sell it to $9 here, right? So let's say like, let's I like these, those with red color. So suppose I want to highlight this rose for the red color. So I have just give a prompt to it to highlight it to the red color. Meanwhile, we can take a look at what happened here. Okay, so it is, it takes time generally to create the presentation because a lot of images needs to be created, a lot of visuals needs to be created, and LLM generally take times to create, this visual things like images, videos, and other things. So let's wait. Done. So it has highlighted the top five margin rows. Let's see where these rows are. Okay, so it has highlighted it, right? And we can check like if these are the part of this thing which it brings. So it brings the USB cable. So this is the USB cable. It brings the power bank. Power bank is here, right? And there are other things which are on the bottom. I think there is one. So it's stapler, and stapler is also here. So you don't have to go to each rows. You can also apply filters. You can find things. You can, also you can apply a VLOOKUP and the complex formulas as well without even knowing what it is, right? So it can perform all the formulas, everything, every detailed analysis in Excel, which like a 10 to 20 years of experience in Excel can do. Yeah, I can. So now we understand like how it works in Excel. For the PowerPoint, we have already provided a prompt. Let's see, let's wait for it to be completed. Meanwhile, I can show you other tools as well, which, have this Copilot integrated. So let me open, this is Outlooks and Teams. So suppose, you are not trusting this platform, or you want to open Outlook and check or like what is happening here. So there is also a Copilot button which you can use to summarize emails, which you can use to, and you can also access all your files from here also. If I click on slash, see, I'm working on retail inventory, so I can see it directly from here as well, right? And I can ask it to summarize all the emails from those are like, so it can also tell like if the context window is very big, because I'm asking about all the emails. Maybe there are 1,000 emails, there are 2,000 emails. So there could be. So it can automatically tell me that okay, I can't able to do this much amount of things. So see. Okay, so it is also telling me the step-by-step thing, what it is doing. It is outlining the visuals for me. And if I go, I'm planning to slide visual for the presentation, deciding on generated image, PowerPoint shapes or charts, right? And basically, I already told you that LLM takes time to make any image or make any videos. I think I asked it to, summarize all the info, all the emails. That's why it is taking time. Let me ask something smaller, or I can say it. Yeah, let me create a new chat, and I'll ask summarize last 2 months email exam. I can directly do it there as well, but same thing, I can do it here if if you're more comfortable with this screen, right? So it is doing things more easily because I told the LLM to do it for all the times. Okay, so it bring the information for me. I can ask to draft the email. Can you? Okay, guys. Hello. Can you hear me? Guys, can you react if you can hear me? Hello.
Yes, you're audible, Sudhanshu.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So see, I told you like I was telling you that I can ask it to summarize my emails, and I can also ask to draft email to ask it to send. So it can draft a quick email for me, quick update. Hope you're doing well. It can draft multiple emails for me, and this can be done in everything. But this is actually again integrated with your work environment, so it will be more specific to the context, right? And what he said, what I want to send, and what the LLM wants to send, right? So it is very aware of the context because it is integrated in my work environment. So it is still creating my presentation. So I think it is done with everything, and it is just creating the file for me now. So let's wait for next 2 minutes to complete it. Meanwhile, I can also show you how we can use this in the Teams, right? So if you're using Teams and you have the access of this Copilot, you will probably seeing this icon. Just a second. So you'll be seeing this icon, right, from Open Copilot icon, right? So for example, if like if I want to if I want to see some files and see some things, right? If I want to check for some files, right, I can directly say like list all file names I have shared, right? So it can bring all the files name if the chat is getting very long and you have to find some files and other things, right? So it will show you all these image attachments, file reference link, right? Other shared resources, right? Whatever URLs and whatever things we have shared, right? And if I can click on, I can directly go to that actual file where he or me have shared that file, right? So it is very easy. I can summarize this conversation, summarize uh, 2 weeks conversation, right? And it can summarize things for me. So basically, it can draft message, it can simply do everything what I am being trying to do from Copilot. But Copilot is like a main junction of all these M365 tools. So I can control it directly from one place instead of going and controlling each things from their place. So I think it has completed and it has generated the PPT for me. Where I can see this. Okay. And in PowerPoint app, let me open this in PowerPoint app. Okay. So I said to create in dark theme. So it has created this whole PPT for me directly. I don't have to jump or I don't have to do anything for me. I can basically, if I don't like this theme, if I want to edit this theme, if I want to find another theme, I can directly ask it from here. I can say it, you can basically convert it into a light theme, or you can convert it into more, pastel colors or whatever you want, right? So you can achieve all these things by just a prompt instead of going and doing your hands dirty. Okay. So guys, this is all about me. You can ask your questions now. Question window is open and you can ask in the like chats. So I think Ayush Goyal, we have explored the integration with the emails I've shown you. Yes, M65 Premium and full are same, Harshil. Guys, any other questions? I think no questions for now. Okay, Dishank, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sudhanshu, for a lovely session. I hope everyone who had attended got the gist of what you were trying to share. Feel free to ask any further questions, and we'll also be uh, getting back to all of you with the feedback. So, looking forward to hearing from you all. Thank you so much, and let's end it over here. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.